Why start Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools? Why not? Welcome. Thank you for joining us to learn how Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools can make a difference in your school. Let's start by hearing firsthand from some of your colleagues at Unified Champion Schools across the country.
So Unified Champion School is all about just creating this pervasive, inclusive culture throughout the campus. And one of the things that we're really proud about is that it's not just an adult-driven culture. It really is something that our students have embraced, and it's just created this wonderful culture where kids are starting to recognize that every single child in this school matters, and everyone has talents, even if they don't necessarily look like you or don't live on your street or don't take the same classes as you. They all have these wonderful talents, and when you have the ability to stop and really get to know kids at their core value, you recognize that every kid has those talents.
I absolutely think there's a benefit to the students without special needs to have the inclusion. In my honest opinion, I think there's even more of a benefit for those students potentially, because that is the world we live in. We live in a diverse population. They are going to interact with individuals with different levels of abilities, with different personalities, with different cognitive skills, whatever that may be. And it's that acceptance, it's that respect, it's understanding that it's okay to be different, if that's the term we want to use. It's okay to be identified with special needs. And I think the bonding, the partnerships that we have seen, not only through Unified Sports, but just again on our general campus, it's tremendous.
Inclusion is a priority because we want to ensure that our scholars always have voice and choice. I think it is very impactful when students are able to share their thoughts and feelings around what their school day looks like, what activities they engage in daily, how those activities make them feel, and how they interact with their peers, and what they enjoy and what they don't enjoy. And I think there's a level of acceptance that also comes with a level of inclusivity. So there's a level of feeling very connected and a part of something when you have a voice in it versus, an adult explaining this is what you're going to do and this is how you're going to do it, versus how do you enjoy this and what do you think would be better for this, or what did you not like about this? So I think that level of inclusivity really honed in on identifying the ways that our scholars wanted to be involved.
To not be a Unified Champion School, I think, would be a foolish endeavor, because you learn so much about your kids in a light that you'll never learn about them. We can learn a ton about data. How do they do on the SAT? How do they do on the ACT? How are they as a football team or a basketball team? But to learn the true character of your kids, I think that's one of the things the Unified program pulls out in our kids. It shows the true character of a Meade High School student, and it changes the culture of the school. Meade High School is a better place because we're a Unified Champion School. There's no question about it. Without that program, we'd still be a fine school, but we're better with it. And our job as administrators in any school is to make your school as good as can be. And adding this program will make your school a better place, and you'd be foolish not to try and make your school better.
As an education leader, you understand what students need to thrive. And, like every school, yours has a vision and mission statement. If we look closely at these statements, we find many common words and phrases like opportunities, potential, safe and welcoming, diverse, inclusive community, and empowered. These are not just words on a page, they are a call to action. Actions that ensure every student has the same opportunities to reach their full potential and to have a meaningful school experience where they feel they have purpose and value. This, too, is the mission and vision of Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools. School leaders have so much to consider: student health and wellness, teacher retention, attendance, graduation rates, and fostering a positive school climate, just to name a few. With sports as the foundation, the Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools, or SOUCS, three-component model offers a combination of activities that can change the way your students interact, your hallways feel, and your community thrives. and, ultimately, supports you in achieving your vision and mission for your school. That's why thousands of school districts across the U.S. have turned to the Unified Champion Schools strategy to amplify the positive changes already happening in their schools. What is Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools? It is a program for schools pre-K through university that intentionally promotes meaningful social inclusion by bringing together students with and without intellectual disabilities to create accepting school environments. How does it work? The Unified Champion Schools whole school strategy fosters social inclusion through 3 integrated components: Special Olympics Unified Sports, inclusive youth leadership, and whole school engagement. When schools implement the 3 components together, students with and without disabilities experience a greater sense of belonging. Positive peer-to-peer relationships, increased opportunities to work together, contributing to personal growth and social skill development for all. Special Olympics provides schools with the tools, training, and resources to create inclusive sports and fitness opportunities through unified sports, offer leadership and social opportunities for all students through inclusive youth leadership, and build a socially inclusive community through whole school engagement. As we've discussed so far, Unified Champion Schools directly aligns with your efforts in 4 essential areas: culture and environment, student engagement and outcomes, positive relationships and behaviors, and greater student well-being. We are confident about this alignment because 15 years of research have shown that Unified Champion Schools provides the building blocks to tackle some of education's most significant priorities. Let's take a look at the data. Research shows that creating welcoming environments for all students opens the space to build connections. Students who feel a sense of belonging and connectedness are much more likely to experience positive outcomes and behaviors. Unified Champion Schools supports this by fostering a school-wide culture of social inclusion. 88% of Unified Champion School educators report that SOUCS expanded inclusion throughout school and after-school settings. Whether participating or not, our research shows that all students in Unified Champion Schools showed improved perceptions of social inclusion.
I think from the moment we started Unified program in our school, I always say I thought 8 years ago I had a great program. I thought my classroom was good, I thought my kids were thriving. But what's happened since Unified Sports, it's opened doors that we didn't even know were closed for inclusion. And every single day, every single year, a new door opens and a new opportunity arises. Opportunities are endless, and that's because of Unified Sports, because it allowed this platform, this spring, to kind of, the teachers to feel relaxed.
Research has found that a positive school climate can improve students' academic achievement, behaviors, engagement, and attendance, as well as teacher satisfaction and retention. Unified Champion Schools data supports this, with 80% of participating educators saying that it made a difference in increasing attendance of both students with and without disabilities. Students also report that it helped them feel more supported by teachers and peers, receive better grades, feel more compassionate toward others, and, in general, look forward to coming to school. Research shows that students with high empathy and self-esteem and good emotional management and social skills have lower rates of problem behaviors. Unified Champion Schools findings support this, with over 92% of participating educators saying that it reduced bullying, teasing, and offensive language in school, and 90% reporting that participation in unified activities like unified sports and inclusive youth leadership helped students make constructive choices about personal behavior and social interactions.
Not only is the Special Olympics program beneficial to our students in the exceptional student educational program, it helps our general population to learn social skills. I think it encourages both populations as it encourages teamwork, it encourages team building, it builds self-esteem, and that again makes a positive impact in the educational environment.
Studies show that extracurricular activities stand out from other aspects of adolescents' lives at school because they provide opportunities to develop initiative and allow youth to learn emotional competencies and develop new social skills. Our data supports this as well. 90% of unified sports coaches report that unified sports participation helped students practice responsible decision-making, social awareness, relationship skills, and increased their confidence and healthy habits. And friendships among students with and without intellectual disabilities are twice as high for those in unified activities. So, based on this research, we know that the Unified Champion Schools strategy drives positive change for students, educators, and the entire school community. It creates an inclusive culture and positive climate where students develop diverse and lasting friendships. They build confidence and leadership skills and learn to advocate for themselves and others. By learning, leading, and working together with others who are different from themselves, they develop an openness to difference, increased empathy, kindness, and patience, and the courage to stand up for something that is right. But let's not speak for them. Students' voices are vital to every school's mission. Here is one of our UCS students sharing his experience.
I think high school is where you build your character. The unified program here at Washington High School built my character. It's not just about going out to sports and everything like that, competitions. It's about advocating for those who have disabilities and to give them a chance. It's something that I'll cherish. I want to help others and stay around people, building something that you're going to eventually look back on and be proud of. I grew up Navajo Nation reservation. Leaving the reservation, that transition was a bit difficult. I was shy, and I mean with the Unified Club here on campus, it's something that built me up to the person that I am today. I have siblings that go here and I tell them, you need to join that club. I think that's the main thing why I went into medical assisting and eventually gonna grow and do nursing. This club, it's kind of ending bullying, whether it's a different race or with disability or with no disability. Treating each other with the respect that everyone should be treated with.
Now, let's hear a few more administrators and teachers talk about their why for implementing Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools.
I think that it's invaluable. And not only, as far as the exercise piece and being able to, move and to learn different skills and be able to perform and have fun and interact. And a lot of the materials have different colors, different numbers. So it's not just about athletics, but they tie in the academic part of it also. And so it's just like your child has an opportunity to play and to learn. And as they grow older, then they can put those skill sets in to being a part of a team. And what does it take to be a part of a team?
I love Southview Middle School. I think the energy here is amazing. And I've loved to see the growth over the last 8 years. We're going to have to talk to the first year I taught, Dr. Cook, our assistant principal, came to us and said, I have this opportunity. Special Olympics wants to partner with us and they'll fund you for the first year and they're going to come talk to us. And we were like, okay. At the time I was like, what is this? Oh my gosh, I don't even know I'm in my first year of teaching, right? But again, the kids drove it. They wanted more, and now it's just become natural at Southview. It is a lot of extra work, but I see the benefit, and the benefits outweigh all the extra work, right? Seeing them become independent, confident middle schoolers is my why.
It starts with the superintendent, and from the superintendent, the team builds out. And we sit down and collaborate about how we can support the work that needs to be done. But see, Special Olympics is huge in the sense that it's organized to help make certain that students who have special needs receive opportunities that students who don't have those same special needs receive. So it's not a pressure point. It is really a pleasure point. It is where you sit down and you say to yourself, how is it that I can provide support for a student who may need extra, who may need more? And it's not about just being equitable and being equal. It's about being your best.
It's important for our kids to have the same opportunities, again, no greater, no less than everybody else, to participate within their own district. You know, if you can join any sport or any club or activity and have access to the gymnasium or to the music room or to the field, why shouldn't our kids with disabilities have that same access?
It's been basically the best thing that's happened to me in 32 years in this school district. I mean, that's one way that I can say it because that's how I feel about it. Unified PE has been an awakening for me, so to speak, and it was just what I needed at that point in my career. After 29 years of doing pretty much the same thing, Unified PE really just made me so excited to come to school again after kind of just sort of, you know, doing the same thing over and over again, being maybe a little bit bored with my job. It's been a fantastic challenge. It's just watching students with and without disabilities building authentic relationships with each other, and I used to call it organic. And I always felt like in life and in school, the most meaningful and longest lasting relationships are those that happen organically, that aren't forced. But here in Unified PE, we just have the opportunity to bring kids together, you know, of varying needs, interests, backgrounds, etc., and just bring them together, and they have opportunities to build real, authentic relationships with each other. So it's palpable, I would say, in this building, just that spirit of inclusion at this school. It's not a building, it's a community. And if you spend any time here, I think it wouldn't take you long to notice that.
As all of the educators here have shared, the Unified Champion Schools strategy sustains a positive climate where students feel safe, supported, and included, all proven indicators for learning readiness and student success. We hope that hearing them talk about their why for Unified Champion Schools has helped you see yours. Wait, there's just one more.
Truthfully, the only other thing I would like to say is just, again, why not? Why not have an inclusion program? How do you become an educator and put students at the forefront of what you do each and every day if you're not putting all students at the forefront of what you do? When I look at my inclusion program, as I said, it's who we are. It is just the way that we do things, and I don't view my special needs students any differently than I view my non-identified students, and therefore they deserve the same opportunity to arts and the same opportunity to physical education and the same opportunity to serve on our student council, to eat lunch in the cafeteria, to experience as normal of a childhood as they possibly can. And why not?
Join us. Make your school a Special Olympics Unified Champion School. At this point, you may have some questions. We have many resources to help. Just scan the QR code on the screen to connect with your state Special Olympics program to learn how to get started. Thank you.